Hi, I'm making this post because I know that you are probably thinking about the week ahead, all the things that you have to do, all the things that you have to get done, and many of you aren't looking forward to it. Or perhaps you are looking forward to it, but you're not feeling as rested from the weekend as you wish. So some kind of trepidation or lots of different thoughts as you're thinking about the week to come. So I'm inviting you to set an intention to look at the upcoming week a little differently so that you can have the impact that you're meant to have and feel joy. Feel joy. So I'm Kathryn Martin, creator of the Career Life Breakthrough Academy that helps leaders who are viewed as successful by others, but who are feeling a pulling to do something more, having something more of meaning. And I'm helping those people create their dream careers and lives. And I'm really glad you're here. So whether you are here live or watching the replay, let me know in the comments, how are you feeling about the upcoming week? Are you worried? Are you overwhelmed? Are you feeling like you're not valued for the things that matter to you? Are you wishing that things were different in some way? Or maybe you're successful, you've got a great job, but you're just starting to notice that you're feeling a little more and more ambivalent about the work and the job. Think about when we were at the beginning of our careers, the focus and what we value was on our degrees, where we got our training, the skills we learned, the organizations we worked for, that job title, that first business card, and the resume, right? All of the stuff, I call it. And we need it, right? Especially in the beginning of our career. We need to learn things. We need to get that experience. But as we go along in our career, we continue to strive for the next opportunity to advance. In many industries, there's a clear path of trajectory that's expected. They determine, or it's determined what the next job, if you're here, what the next job title needs to be, followed by the next, how many years we must stay in a position before advancing to not cause that red flag on our resume. Our identity and our plans to reach this are tied to this path, setting our sights for that ultimate position, that ultimate measure of success. And then, unfortunately, for many people, there's a moment of realization that it's not what they were striving for is not what they thought it would be. I've had the opportunity to see this firsthand in my own 30-plus year career and journey leading nonprofit arts and culture organizations, and also when I worked in executive search, and now certainly as I coach people at moments of crossroads. I've had the opportunity to see people apply for and get their ideal job and then not be happy or fulfilled, or maybe realize in hindsight that their success came at a price to their families or their health or their overall well-being. So instead, what if I told you that you can curate your dream career and life scenario? The whole package. You can. And what's really exciting is that you don't need, and hear this, you don't need to have any more skills or experience. And you don't have to give up on financial goals. I talk a lot about purpose and joy, but it can't be at the expense of financial freedom and financial stability. So that's why I'm calling my upcoming training Monetizing Your Superpower. Monetizing it. Monetizing your superpower, your purpose, your impact. I've done this, my clients are doing this, and together we're creating a movement of leaders who are making the world an extraordinary place by knowing and speaking their impact so that they can make the choices, or therefore they can make the choices that will allow them to really have the meaningful success that they're really after. So on Thursday, November 14th at 6 p.m. Pacific time, I'm hosting a free training to share some of my story and how you can begin curating your dream life too. So this week, as you're thinking about the week ahead, I invite you, take a minute to think about the impact that you want to have. How will you move the needle? How will you help somebody? Or how will you ensure that you stay in the present moment and fully showing up as your best self? So write down your intention for being today, being rather than only doing. And then as you go through the week, notice every single time you achieve that being, that impact. And at the end of the week, when your to-do list may not all be crossed off. In fact, that's a great example. Let's say nothing on your to-do list has been crossed off, right? Normally that would be an indication of failure. We wouldn't like that. But so instead, check in with your intention, what you set today, and your to-be list. So what was your impact over the week when you were showing up fully? How did you feel when you had that impact? So shifting what we value in ourselves from tasks, all the things we have to do, to impact. I mean, that's the whole point, isn't it? It's to have impact, not just do the stuff. Doing this begins to help us reveal and connect with our unique purpose, which then also leads to ease in prioritizing, right? Time management. What should I do first, second, third, when there's so much on my plate? So it helps with that. It helps with self-care, decisions of all kinds. What should I do next? I mean, just everything. Career choices. You know, if we know, if we have a different way of articulating what we really want in terms of value and impact, then we reverse engineer, and we can get it instead of over here. The other thing is, it's not just mindset, right? We can strike the power pose, feel great, and it's a wonderful tool, but we're really smart. So if we don't know and we don't have evidence of our impact, it can lead to feelings of imposter syndrome. Like we don't really internalize it. We don't really know it, and so therefore there can be struggles with that. Like I said, feeling like an imposter, feeling like we're just faking it. So please, if you have been feeling a pulling and have been thinking about making a change of any kind, for my clients, it could be wanting to make a change in finding a new job, doing like what I did, resigning from my job and starting my own business. For some, it's writing a book. For some, it's just being more effective in the role that you're in. So change of any kind. Or if you've been stuck because you know you want to make a change, but you don't know what to do. There are just so many choices, which is really wonderful. And of course, it's true, because for you, you have lots of choices, right? You could do this, and this, and how do you choose? Or if you're stuck because you're thinking about the risk, right? When I resigned from my job to go do things that made my heart sing, wasn't much of a business plan, right? So there is risk. And so some people just keep running the scenarios and want to have everything sorted out, be very practical and very realistic. That's another challenge word, realistic. So you just become paralyzed. If any of that is resonating, I'm inviting you to make a decision right now to sign up and attend this free training that I'm doing. Invest 1 hour of your time in you. Now, it's taken some of my clients a year. Actually, I think there's a person that took a little bit more than a year to step into possibility. I totally understand. Taking a leap into ourselves is a really big deal. So I'm going to make this as simple as possible for you to take action. All you have to do is click on the link in the post, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it, and register for the live training, Monetize Your Superpower. I promise it's going to be worth your time. That 1 hour is going to be worth your time. I'm going to make sure it's worth your time. And I know that it's going to give you clarity on how you approach 2020. 2020, it's going to give you a perfect vision for next year. Okay, so please join me, click on the link, and set your intention for being for this upcoming week, and let me know what the difference is that process, that exercise that intention makes for you. Thank you.